a star that lights the road. Will it take me to the end? Well, I don't know. I wanna be the only one to make it to the light. I'll take it to the edge where I've died 1,000 times. And maybe I could be the one right into the setting sun tonight. Just drive.
Yo, what is up guys, it's CJ827 bringing you back finally for another highlights video of TSRL. And it has been a while since my last highlights, I can only apologise for being so lazy, I'd say, just uploading these. So anyway, we're back here at TSRL Germany, which again was quite a while ago. So I may not be able to remember too much, but anyway, we're going to come into this on our outlap, just letting TSRL button through here. And actually, the engineer just said he didn't have the data for that request for the weather. And usually in this game, that means that the rain is about to come down. And as I've mentioned before, this league does run Q3 sessions, like as it's full quali. And the rain's actually starting to fall here as we start our lap. So we need to nail a lap, and as we saw last time, I actually did put on my lap at Hungary, but they're going through turn 1 pretty nicely, I must say. Not cutting the corner, taking it cleanly, so that's really all I wanted. As the first corner is pretty crucial around here. Getting a nice exit out of 2 there, and opening the DRS, going up to 8th gear, and now we're going to come into this hairpin, which is pretty tricky. Got to be nice on the traction, coming into the braking zone, trying to avoid as many lockups as I can. Short shifting up through the gears to 3rd gear, which I do kind of like. It helps with the traction for me. I'm coming through this little kink. Now braking about the 100 metre board there, and just go a bit wide there, and that's going to lose us a few tenths. And now almost taking that flap, but especially not in the rain we won't be. Now coming into sector 3. As the conditions start to get much worse as we come into the stadium section. Short shifting up through the gears to minimise the wheel spin. Taking down in 3rd as these tricky conditions, really tricky at the moment. Going for the last corner. What's it going to be? Where we're going to be? It's going to be P2 on the grid, but I do believe, yeah, Jack there in front of us beats us to P2. And I will take P3. Last time we were about P7, I think we were at Hungary, so much better grid position. And now just going to wait for the lights. And here we go now. We have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. And it's lights out and away we go here at Germany. And we get an average start, CR63 there, looking up our inside a bit, but he backs out the move. As we go a bit wide there, I think we touched the DRS sign. Here goes Jack Clays. He's going to go up the inside of TSRL button. Going into turn 2. Can you make the move stick? I think he can. TSRL button's still on the outside, which turns to the inside. And TSRL button really oversteers there, I think he did. And we're going to try and capitalise on all these guys. We're going to try and go to the inside if we can. We've got CR63, and what's happened to him? I think there has been some major lag. And he is, I think he was upside down on my screen. I don't think it was the same for him, but it just we backed off the move. We didn't want to be. We saw it was lagging a lot, so we didn't want to do anything about that. But coming now into the middle sector, and TSR button's actually got Jack Clays now. Jack Clays going to try the switch back, but coming into the last sector, it's not worth making a move. But he's going to go for it. No, he's going to sit back. As now we've got TSRL Bottas behind us now. CR63 has dropped back a lot, and he's going to have a mega drive to get back into this race. But I've seen him do it before. He's such a good driver, and he's in the championship lead at the moment, so it's his to lose at the moment. It's coming now, end of the first lap, and skipping on to lap 3 actually now. Staying within a second of Jack, which pretty nice. TSRL button getting a bit of a gap behind, in front, sorry. Let's now get a bit of oversteer. We might have a chance here. 4 tenths behind, he's not got DRS, so we're going to maybe have a look down into the hairpin. Here we go, we're getting a lot of slipstream. Going up the inside, coming to the hairpin. Go a bit wide, he might try the switch back, and he does. We get on the curb a bit, and that's a pretty nice defensive driving from Jack. Fair play to him. As he goes on the grass there a bit, we might have a chance, but we actually hit the back of him there. But yeah, we're just going to stick behind him now. He clips the grass again. Not quite sure what he's doing, but lap 7 now. Almost pit stop time maybe. My tyre's not too bad at the moment, but now coming onto the straight, we are 4 tenths again. That was the same that we was, and can we get another good run? Hopefully there's no slipstream glitch. There definitely isn't, because we're really closing. Coming to the hairpin now, we tried to outbrake him, but we don't. Oh, he's left a bit of a gap, and I have to put my hand up there and say I'm sorry. I let off the throttle. He just didn't really accelerate out the corner, which quite surprised me, and just didn't want to hit the back of him. But there goes TSRL Bottas. He's going to go up the inside of Jack. We're going side by side through these corners, which is very dangerous to do. They managed to make it through, and he gets the move done as the Red Bull driver. Pretty nice move from him. But tyres 45%, not too bad, but I wonder if anyone will try the undercut. I think it is quite effective around here, it can be. But TSRL Button built quite a gap, as I think TSRL Bottas went on the grass, and he's already pitting actually, so yeah, like I said, a pretty early pit stop from him, and Jack gets on the grass, gets a bit of oversteer, comes to turn 1 and really close to him now. Might have a run up to turn 2 if we get a good exit. Jack gets oversteer again. A bit too far back, we'll have to look on the straight. So again, we're getting really close, just need to get a nice exit. Here we go, coming out turn 3 now. And there is Jack, it's 2 tenths the gap. Surely we've got him here. We've already overtaken him, I think, just after DRS there. As we get that move done already into the corner. Tried to cover the inside. Let's go a bit wide again, and he might try the switchback, but this time we get better traction off the corner. And we get him for P2. As he actually pits, I start on another lap. A bit questionable from me, maybe. I was under threat from the undercut. But my tyres weren't that bad, so I was just surprised everyone was pitting so early. As I believe there's a bit of traffic there. Kiltonator that is actually. As we actually go into the lead of TSRL Bottom pitting. As we slide in a bit, going on the curve. Maybe tyres starting to go off, yeah, 57. But looks like I'm boxing the end of this lap, I believe. Not quite sure. But I reckon Jack and Bottas might have us here, because we pitted quite a bit later. But I'm not sure. There's a bit of traffic I see on the mini-map, but not sure if they've been caught up in that. Coming into the pits though now. Going onto the mediums, and hopefully not speeding, take it in quite nicely. TSRL has actually retired from the session, so I'm not quite sure what's happened to him. He's not had a good run past couple of races, so he's a great driver, but I think he's just not been doing great lately. But coming out the pits anyway now, and Jack and there's TSRL Bottas. He goes, they're gonna go 3 wide coming into turn 2. Oh, that was so close, but we've actually settled into P7. But no, we've spun off Star Fox. Obama's got caught up in it, and that's just really unlucky for both of us, really. There was nothing I could really do, but there's no sign of Jack at the moment. I'm not sure what's happened to him. He may have got drive-through, but I wasn't too sure. And here comes Cookie. Is he going to look up the inside? He goes up the inside, comes to the hairpin, and he's hit us off.
He's just going straight to my car. Honestly, what are we doing? Racing or ping pong?
You can see emotions running high for me there. I was pretty annoyed at that move. We've just been spun off as well, so not a great situation for us. As Cookie and Eliminate getting really close, as we're going to be inside of both of them. As Eliminate still side by side with us, but It was a great move by us. They get caught up. Now coming into the little kink and we go on the grass a bit there, get a bit of oversteer. But we're still going to try to go around the outside. Up the inside against the little kink. And the minute's still there on the outside. Cocky looking up the inside. This is very dangerous. But we're going to stick it up the inside. Let's maybe squeeze him off a bit there. Oh, I'm not too sure about that. As Cookie's around there outside too. But I wasn't too sure about that incident. I felt like he shouldn't really be hanging it around the outside there. I had the inside. It was my corner. It's not a place I'm going side by side, but anyway, it wasn't reviews, it was just a racing incident in my opinion. He's got CR63, he's actually caught up to the back of us, just showing his almighty pace. We get oversteer, just a bit under pressure, and surely he's got us trying to cover the inside. No, he's going to get us here. There's RC Flyer, our teammate actually, that is. We're going side by side with CR63, but he gets us down the inside. And we know he's a faster driver than us at this point, and he's flying at the moment, having to come back all that way, and he's managed to catch us up. We've actually stayed in the DRS with him, so that's pretty good for us. Lap 22 now, as I believe there's reports of rain coming pretty soon. Might ask Jeff in the next couple laps, but TK Poodle there, I think he's actually got a puncture, and he took his tyres too long, maybe trying to hold out for the rain that's possibly coming, and he has got a puncture, and that has ruined his race. Right on the straight as well, so he's got to go around another 2 sectors until he goes into the pits. He's already lost position to TSRL Bottas, and look how far he's dropped behind. This has cost him a podium actually, so it's very costly. And as the engineer says there, 5 minutes till rain. Looking at our tyres, what are they at? Are we going to look at them? Come on. I don't think we're going to look at them anytime soon, are we? As I think we said we're boxing this lap. It's just, yeah, we are coming to the pits. We're going to follow CR63. And I'm not quite sure what our tyres are on, but I think we're pretty worn. I think we'll be going onto the soft tyre. We won't be risking going onto the supers because the rain could just give us a surprise or just not come. Here we are at the pits. Maybe gained a tiny bit of time on CR63. 2.4, not a bad stop for saying it's Mercedes. And there's Jack Close, I believe that was, and Magic's just pit behind us too. We've got a massive gap behind him, I must say. As I think Jack pit a while ago, maybe, I'm not too sure. But yeah, lap 26 now. That's Jack and Connor there. Sorry, CR63 as you see his gamer tag. We're going side by side there up at the front. And Connor and Jack have both gone off. And Jack has retired from the session. I think that was massive lag. As we've seen at that corner before between them two. And that has ruined Jack's race. And there's been a safety car with that massive crash, not surprisingly. And that is massive, as our game recon messing up here a bit. Sorry about that. There seems to be a lot of problems with the recording there, but I think it's all good now. But now Kiltonate's actually in front of us, as we're losing a bit of time with our delta here, about a second down. And I think some people might be pitting for into the end of this lap, which I was thinking of doing with the rain, but it's not. I don't think it's even raining yet. I'm not too sure actually. Can't really remember, but I'm not sure. Do we come into the pits? No, we stay out. But I believe some people have pitted. As we look now, TSRL Bottas. Oh, no, he's gone into supers, which is interesting, I must say. I'm not quite sure why he's done that, but I think the rain has started to fall now, as you may see on the screen. And yeah, we are going into intermediates. As Pickless, I think, will actually take the lead of this race, as both Red Bulls pit at the end of that last lap, and that has cost them. It's cost TSRL Bottas a podium, and TSRL Bottas lost the lead. So that is a bad strategy call from the Red Bull drivers, both pitting that lap. But anyway, coming out the pits now, I'm actually going to be in a podium position, which is pretty good for us. with that spin with Star Fox, and but just to clarify, that wasn't Star Fox's fault. We just spun off him. That was a racing incident. And then Cookie, I'm not quite sure what he was doing, but I was pretty annoyed with that at the moment. As I'm recording again, just seem to have a stroke at the moment. And Jeff there just coming over the radio telling us to pit, as I don't think it is inters yet. And safety car is actually in at the end of this lap, so this is going to be really interesting. Our tyres are very cold. And I think they'll get hot pretty soon with this track. As being limited again, as I said before, I just don't really like about this game. Don't know why it does it. But anyway, just waiting for the green light to come. Pickless in the lead. Can he keep the lead though with 5 laps to go? That'll be interesting to see. I don't believe he's actually won a TSRL race. But anyway, as we now can put the throttle down, green flag, and TSRL getting a bit of a oversteer there. Might look up the inside into turn 1, but that's not a place to go side by side. Coming to turn 1 now, he cuts the corner a bit, but he's got a good run on Pickless. And he's going to go up the inside of Pickless already, but no, he backs out the move. As he might try and get him on the straight here. Not quite sure if it's a slipstream glitch or not, but we'll find out pretty soon. He's really close, we've got a really nice exit out of there. We've lost a bit of ground to him already. As he's looking, I think he's got slipstream, he might look up the inside. Pickless trying to cover it. But he's going to go up the inside into the hairpin. Can he get the move done? And Pickless tries to do the switch back. But TSRL button defends pretty well there into the corner. And he moves up again into the lead of the race, so it wasn't really costly for him pitting for them supers. And we've got CR63 now behind us. Pretty rapid under wet, and we've gone a bit wide. And he's already got us around the outside. Not a great driving from us there, as we just go wide at that corner. But I'm pretty sure if the 3 laps remaining, he was going to get us anyway. But just hoping. I'm not sure my penalty situation at the moment. I don't believe we have any. I think we've got 2 warnings, so we're just trying to play it safe. Hopefully these guys do have a penalty. But we're losing a bit of ground actually to the guys ahead. Not too great in the inters, as TSRL Bottas as well, struggling. But now coming to the end of the race, looks like we're going to pick up P4. TSRL Button, I believe, is a penalty, so it'll be CR63 we're going to pick up a win after all this, as he was spun round so much at the start, and he has come back, and fair play to him. He's done a great drive here, and he's going to win in Germany. We're going to get 4th place, and I'll take it. Now looking at the results, I believe TSRL Button left. I think he wanted to get the penalty removed, but he didn't in the end. So unfortunate for him, but I'll take 4th place despite being third on the grid. But hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time.